Presents Birds of the World. Today we're with an intelligent avian, ANZ Falcon technology. The Falcon watches over its ANZ customer and learns from every transaction. Every flat white.
Coffee for Kate.
Every online shop.
Delivery for Kate.
Every holiday.
Mojito for Kate.
And should it detect fraud, its protective instincts kick in. ANZ Fraud Protection. Now it's personal. Falcon is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation.
You're listening to Australia Overnight with Tony Moclair.
I'm spitting chips this morning. It's 7 minutes past 4, 133 693. Woody, I want to share my fury, something I've just read in the paper. You need to know this. Syria is back in the Arab League. Syria. The Arab League has admitted Syria, but not Tasmania. That is garbage. Not happy.
Not happy, Jan?
Not happy.
So what are you going to do to protest?
Oh, I don't know. I think we need to start a campaign over a number of years just convincing the Arab League that it needs to admit Tasmania.
Are you a protester, notoriously?
Oh, no, I've never been to a protest, I got to say.
Yeah, okay. Have you been to a rally?
Don't think I have, no. No, I remember Mum being on TV in Ireland when we were living there. I think there was a referendum on divorce and she got up and argued against divorce. But as for... No, I did, as Bill, the New Zealand social worker, I dressed up as Bill, which was a corduroy suit and a black beard, and held up signs at the lion enclosure at the zoo urging the lions to go vegan. There were signs like, tofu antelope are yummy.
What was that group he was in? Wasn't it Lentil as Anything?
Yeah, lentil as anything, yeah.
Oh, actually, they're a company now, Lentil as Anything.
Oh, it's not the most original wordplay.
Oh, look, it doesn't. You don't have to be these days.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Not everyone's a brainiac like you.
No, there's nothing
You
new
men's
under the sun.
are, yeah?
Nothing new under the sun.
Have you done an IQ test, Kelly?
No, they gave us one at school years and years ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't turn up to do it because I was too busy trying to get Tasmania admitted to the Arab League.
Nah, you're trying to pull chicks.
Pull chicks? If you saw me at 14, I couldn't pull skin off custard.
Just then, by the way.
I could not pull skin off custard.
Oh, that's not what I've been told.
No, I would blush. I remember getting on a tram once. No, he did not. He honestly did not. I sat on a tram on the way into school once and a girl sat next to me and I blushed and nearly hyperventilated. I was not some kind of...
Was her name Kay?
No, I was not some sort of Romeo. No, my wife-to-be was living one street over at that time. And we did not know. No, it was 2 streets over. We did not know that our paths would romantically cross.
Going back to, just pivoting back to protest for a second there.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember, I reckon it was back end of 05 or 2006. And for some reason I went to some strike with with my auntie or something. I can't remember what it was.
Right, yeah.
But all I remember was Dave Hughes was on the top of the MCG.
Is he?
Yeah. He was like the big draw card for the protest. There was thousands of people there. And he was on a crane on top of the MCG. And that's all I remember of it.
But you don't remember what the protest was?
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Was it for anything about comedians from Warrnambool?
That would be an interesting protest, wouldn't it?
Speaking of IQ tests, I'm pretty sure Hughesy was ducks of his school.
Really?
Yeah.
He went straight.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that people shouldn't go
Yeah.
into this field after being ducks, but wasn't he a tradie for a while, for a long time? I reckon he was some sort of builder or chippy or something.
He may have been. He didn't, let's say, and he will admit this in his early years, didn't capitalise upon his intellectual gifts. He didn't make good use of them. until later on. He actually did a very revealing. Do you remember the Andrew Denton interview series, Enough Rope?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Kyle Sandilands did one, and Hughesy did one, and there was some very interesting revelations that came out of that.
Like what?
Oh, I think Hughesy talked about giving up the drink. That was one. The Kyle Sandilands one, Kyle didn't give much away.
Nah,
Kind of
it'd be a bit of a
played it well
Da
within
Vinci
himself.
Code, I reckon, Kyle.
Yeah,
Which I respect. I like that.
Mind you, that was about 20 years ago. That was a long time ago.
And how was the wedding, by the way? Did you go? Kyle and Jackie O's. Oh, not Kyle and Jackie O's.
did.
Kyle's wedding.
No, I didn't. I didn't get an invite. But somebody did point out that Anthony Albanese spent more time at Kyle and Jackie's or Kyle's wedding than he did in Alice Springs.
Would you have gone to Kyle's wedding?
You couldn't not go, surely, if you're invited to something like that.
Honestly, I reckon Guido would have had a chance.
I don't think on Kyle's radar. Possibly not.
You never know.
I know you never know. I know that. But
and then you'd have to get in character. You'd have to dress up.
And then I'd have to invoice. Appearance fee.
Could you
catering.
imagine? You give the wedding
Sort of
gift. Guido gives the wedding gift, and it's an invoice being paid.
For $300. Thank you.
That's good.
Stranger things have happened, I'm sure.
It would have been a very interesting wedding. Like, of all weddings of all socialites in Australia's history, it'd be up there.
I reckon the one that scoops, that tops the list is easily Jeffrey Edelston's to young American girl.
Bryn,
yes. Who by all accounts is delightful, people who know her. But that one was, it had, what would you call it? A mixture of fascinating tackiness to it and just the money that was thrown at it. You remember Jason Alexander from Seinfeld was brought out to MC.
Yes, that's right.
Now, here's a man who has made a spectacular amount of money. What I'm saying is he didn't need the money.
Nah.
But he came out and he emceed at that. And then there was, who else? There was some other big names there as well. And then the guest list was enormous. I think there was about 400 people there.
What's the most expensive wedding you would have ever been to?
That's a good question. I haven't been to many elaborate, expensive weddings. I've always wanted to go to a Jewish wedding and a Greek wedding, and I've been to neither.
I went to a Greek wedding. I went to Jimmy Zabo's wedding. That was a great wedding.
Okay, and?
Fantastic. It was great. It wasn't, it wasn't like a big spectacular. It was like a condensed version.
Yes, he said to me the biggest expense was the earmuffs because he celebrated the nuptials by firing an AK-47 into the air, which was a shock to the people in the next level of the wedding reception.
I think actually the big Jim Bob, he can actually fire a rifle, actually.
Can he?
Yeah.
It's a prerequisite for working in radio, is it?
Well, no, he's got a
Of
lot.
our colleagues at the radio station, who would you trust with an AK-47?
Oh, probably him, actually. He's pretty good.
Him, right.
Well, Tom was talking me through a gun. He shot a gun before.
Probably about 30 years ago, I played paintball with Tom Elliott. He became a psychopath. Seriously. He shot to kill. So I recommend if you ever get into a paintball game with Tom Elliott, surrender.
Well, have you heard?
What?
Channel 9, who we work for,
Yeah.
they're putting on a mid-year party
Are they really?
at a paintball range.
They are not.
They are.
They are.
I showed you the Melbourne Unlocked TV show.
Yes, you did. Yeah, it's like an internal communication. It's a bit of a TV, what would you call it, a TV newsletter?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've got to do one on you and I.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
What time would they come in? At 2 o'clock? Or
I'm sure, why not? If they want to capture the magic that is Australia
you get
overnight.
nude between 2 and 3.
I get what?
You get nude.
No, I don't.
So why are you blushing?
I get comfortably disrobed. That's how I. Okay, it's to do with cycles of the moon and the air conditioning in this building.
Your corporate spin's disgusting.
Okay, and I always dim the lights in here, so you only see the merest of outlines.
All of a sudden, you turn into Disco Stew out of The Simpsons.
It's
Disco Stew.
I know where the line is. I've spoken to HR about where the line is.
You told me before you don't even know HR's name.
No, but I'm well across the company's policy for comfortable disrobing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, what's the first line in the statement?
No frontal. And I'm not going to say the word after that. No frontal. Okay? I don't want to have a chat to any of the good people in HR. Oh my God, Tony. Very problematic situation on our hands here. I'm going to have to talk to you about it.
The only thing is, it's only you and me, Eddie, so I'm the only witness.
Yeah. Yeah, so you will, years from now, probably 5 years from now, you will get a rare form of PTSD and a series of flashbacks that no amount of alcohol can wipe from your memory. I'm sorry, Woody.
And I can.
That's just how it is.
And then my claim will just be like, on the outbound, like, you know.
But so, you know how Fox News got hit with $700 million? Channel 9 could face the same thing. Anyway, it could happen.
Oh.
I've got to reconsider my policy of what do I do at 2 o'clock?
You get nude.
Yeah.
The nudity policy. That was the first thing you told me when I signed up. You said there's an exciting opportunity at 2 a.m.
Can I tell you, you've got that from me, because the number of times at a previous radio station I was shafted, it was always sold to me on the terms that it was, quote, an exciting opportunity. An exciting opportunity.
What was the most exciting redeployment of your career?
It was where I thought I had a 4-day break over Easter because we'd been working really hard. Like we were doing, believe it or not, 5 hours a night on air. And then we were called into the programming director's office, a man who wore very tight white trousers.
Chinos, you reckon?
Anyway, and he said, "Boys, got a real exciting opportunity for you." And I was thinking, what, are you going to send us to New York to do an outside broadcast, or what would it be? And there was a pause, and he said, "Going to get you to host on Easter Monday." That was not an exciting opportunity.
Double bubble, though?
No, it wasn't. No, there was nothing.
Kidding.
No, nothing. Anyway.
Jeez, you sound different, by the way.
Yeah, well, hello.
No, but some people keep their voice. I reckon
Oh, no.
You sound good. You sound good then and now, too.
No, well, between 30 and mid-50s, no. Surely. The voice is a fascinating thing in the way that it changes over the course of a life. It really is remarkable.
It is.
I think.
But
We don't dwell enough on the fact that what occurs to us as human beings is physically a miracle. You look at a dog, like a puppy goes from a puppy to a slightly bigger version of the puppy, and that's that. But we go from babies to frail old people over the course of 80 years. That is an incredible physical transformation. It really is a remarkable thing when you think about it.
But remember that you gave me a clip because I said, my niece has still got a Cockney accent.
Yes.
And you go, that's rubbish, blah, blah, blah.
No, well, she's been here how long? 20 years?
How long? 14 for Ruby.
14, and she's still got the Cockney accent. I know we thrashed this one out. We took it to the listeners. I was educated. I still think it's unusual. I think it's the exception rather than the rule.
There was a lot of this.
No. I still think it's the exception rather than the rule.
But, yeah. Well, no, look, I definitely know what you're saying. I definitely know what you're saying about, like, the exception rather than the rule. But, you know, I want to go back to you back in 1998. This is how you did sound. I've gone to the archives.
I always get nervous.
I love this. I've gone to the archives.
Monster truck. And we've got the mighty 4-cylinder supercharged Victor mower tuned to perfection. Tonight we're going to find out what's eating the mental giants down at One Nation. We'll help Guido Hatzis find a new place to live. And up shortly we'll give you the chance to go to New Orleans to meet Lenny Kravitz and wax his ears thanks to Pepsi. And that's when we talk bumper stickers. Right now, here's the song that you voted as last night's number one in the Cyber 8.
That absolutely was a fabrication, wasn't it?
If Donald Trump thought the 2020 election was fixed, He ain't seen nothing. The old top 8 at 8.
I love Dangerous Dave. So you're telling me Dangerous Dave from 9 till 12 on Triple M,
Yeah.
he fixes those
I'm not
poles.
saying he does. No, he's a ripper bloke, by the way. I passed across many years ago.
Yeah.
Lovely guy. No, they were simply, they just reorder the tracks. That's all you do.
Really?
There was no, what, you think there was an army of, vote counters from both sides, the Matchbox 20 side and the Collective Soul
And I
side.
thought Mark Holden
they
was
both-
going to be there doing a touchdown.
They both compared signatures on ballots, did they? And then there was, then Cold Chisel electors had proportional representation. And then there was somebody from the Australian Electoral Commission weighing it up and then going, on the basis of probability, I find that Cold Chisel's Kaysan is the number one in the top 8 at 8 this morning.
And then
or this evening.
And then on a, Four Corners exclusive the next morning,
That's right, yeah.
Controversy.
That we'd have Jimmy Carter and other ex-presidents turn up to make sure that the ballot was free and fair. And,
Boy, oh boy.
voting always conducted as the low rumble of a United Nations armoured personnel carrier just hummed in the background to make sure that nobody was intimidated into voting in a way that they didn't want to.
I still can't believe Matchbox 20 had a run at Triple M.
You don't... That's...
They're more soft pop for me.
No, they were... my God, how do you put it? They were like hand in glove. They were
Really?
almost like created in a laboratory for a rock-oriented station.
See, I love Matchbox 20.
What? They're so anodyne. They're so vanilla.
Yeah, but I like vanilla sometimes.
Now, I've said to you, okay, twice we interviewed the lead singer. It's another boring Tony radio story.
Rob Thomas.
And he was a ripper. He had a really interesting history. He was genuinely homeless. He was living in his car with his mother. So here's an amazing rock story. That said, the music.
You really went to the Triple M school, didn't you? Because this is it. Yeah. Give him a pat on the backside, and then it's a compliment.
No. I'm saying he was a lovely guy. You put him in a room with these 4 other bandmates, and they were able to pull off an amazing feat. They took the colour beige and they turned it into a sound.
Oh,
I mean, that takes some genius.
Oh, mate,
No, 100%.
This song, you've got to play this song at 3 a.m. every time. It's one of the great songs.
She said it's cold outside and she hands me my raincoat.
This will be in my top 10.
She's always worried about things like that. She said it's all gonna end and it might as well be my fault. But she only sleeps when it's raining, and she screams and her voice is strange. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
So that's what we play to signal the end of the nudity hour with you.
We do too. And maybe that explains my indifference or hostility to that song, because at the end of nudity hour, I know that party time's over.
That's right.
And I've got to put on my big boy pants.
That's
Literally
right.
and figuratively.
You have to, and that's
Yep.
why you go straight out there. There's a special room out there. You
Yep.
put your clothes back on.
That's
you have a
right.
sad face on.
Yeah,
And that concludes nudity hour.
that's right. That's how we roll here in Australia overnight, apparently. 133693, 133693. If you have access to a computer, you might want to text. I mean, The Onion, I think, very hit and miss these days as a satirical website, but it wrote one of the greatest takedowns of Matchbox 20. You just put The Onion, Matchbox 20, and finally finishing watering down their latest album. It is a great read. 133693. Or you might be the world's biggest Matchbox 20 fan and want to state the case for them. I'm all ears. 133693. Back in a moment.
Something. Hold on. Feeling like I'm headed for a breakdown. And I don't know why. But I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. But still. different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now.
I'll get to Mark in a minute. Woody?
Yeah, just got a text from Lucy Lakin, the 5AA executive breakfast producer.
Yeah.
Play Matchbox 20 every morning. So
Does
the
she?
votes are in.
That's only one vote. That wouldn't pass muster at the top 8 at 8.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it wouldn't.
She's got a lot of pull in SA, that Lucy.
Okay, so you're talking like weighting the voting.
No, I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm just saying that from what we've received.
I think we need to redraw the electoral boundaries. I'm not liking this. This is way too slanted in favour of one very small electorate. Okay, but that's one. So, Lucy, I would
She's a
have.
very intelligent young person.
She is. This would, and that's why her musical choice strikes me as odd.
Well, she's into bands like that you like Blur.
I'm not a huge Blur fan, but they're all right.
You love Song 2. It's your
Song 2's a
ringtone.
great song. It's a great song. My daughter is working her way through the Blur back catalogue.
And what's your feedback for her?
Oh, I don't really have any. I just, it's a matter.
If they were beige, that'd be a band.
No, not beige. They were definitely not beige. They were a smart band.
Yeah.
But no, they just never really popped up on my radar greatly. I was worried about getting sucked into the whole conflict between them and Oasis.
Oh, because you're a massive Big O fan, are you?
Oh, well, I was fearful that I'd be drafted into that war. And
What was bigger, the Beatles, the Stones, or Oasis versus
that
Blur?
was Oasis versus Blur.
You reckon that was bigger than the Beatles versus Stones?
Yeah, well, it was my Beatles versus Stones.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got Powderfinger versus Silverchair.
Okay. Well, I think all of us
Or Jet.
all of us have, or Jet versus Wolfmother. Is
Yeah.
that one? Yeah. Have we all lived through a band rivalry? Have we all been touched in some way? 133693.
I love that Jet 03 Get Bored album. One of the greatest albums of all time. And you're looking at me, rolling your eyes and plucking your eyebrows at me. At the
No,
same
I'm
time.
not. But if you look, you get to it. I'm sorry to sound like a boring old FART, but you get to a certain age where you've heard all the riffs before, or you go, okay, I see what they've listened to there. I see what they've listened to there. In 87, I thought the Cults Electric was groundbreaking and amazing. And then I listened to a bit more Rolling Stones and AC/DC, and then discovered how entirely derivative the whole thing was. Still, it's a lot of fun, but the same thing with Jet. They're basically relying on the musical ignorance of their audience, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's true. They were just a bunch of boys from Dingley, though.
Yeah, they did great things. They were world beaters. Good on them.
I will say my last bit on Matchbox 20. One thing I loved about him, it got me through a breakup. My first ever girlfriend broke up with me. And remember I told the story that when she dumped me, gave me the Tijuana brass.
Yeah.
She picked me up outside my house and took me to the coffee club at Knox Shopping Centre.
Yeah.
And
Is that where she sunk the dagger into your heart?
yeah, but I didn't have a car license at the time.
Yeah.
So she broke up with me and then had to drive me back home.
Yeah. And I told you that happened to me when I broke up with a girl. She drove me home.
We're so similar, but so.
Yes. Anyway, but
This song was just elite at that time. It just got me through it, and I reckon it'll get you through one of your 15.
I'm feeling if you're gone.
I reckon I'll listen to that with Snot Bubbles for a good 6 months, I reckon. Move over Ross
okay.
Bubbles, brother.
My wife does not have. When it comes to popular music, what she knows about it can be written on the back of a postage stamp. She doesn't have she's not really across a lot of contemporary music. Okay? We overlap in about 2 bands. And she hates my music and she likes other sort of music, but she tells a story as at 15 arguing with her mother and then going into her room, slamming the door and playing a really mournful piece by Shostakovich loudly.
Oh, that's good.
So That'll get back at Mum and Dad. And now for my sins, I was in my daughter's room today, 14, and she's there listening to Morrissey, not the Smiths. I'd be okay if she gravitated more towards that, but defiantly to his solo work, which is to me patchier than his work with Johnny Marr.
Oh, every day is like a Sunday. Is a ripper.
That's a great song covered by the wonderful Chrissy Hines.
Over wet sand.
Yeah, it's a wonderful song.
Why
I think it's lyrically, because I didn't know you knew it. I think lyrically it's his best song.
Absolutely.
But it's just odd the musical choices your children make.
It is true. Oh, I don't have any kids, but I presume.
Well, you should see, if you think my face is bad when you're suggesting something I don't like, you should see my sons when I suggest a rap band. Or when I rap, when I quote, when I do In the Club by 50 Cent.
Oh, yes, you would. Sir.
Been hit with a few shells, now walk with a limp. He doesn't like that at all. He goes pale and leaves the room.
I used to think I was so cool on my Panasonic Discman listening to that.
It's a great song. That is a magnificent song.
Yeah,
it's a killer.
I love Eminem though. Early Eminem is pretty unreal, isn't it?
I can't do Eminem.
You're joking.
I cannot do him on any level.
Really?
No, you know what killed it? 8 Mile. The way he pouted his way through that whole movie.
What about Immortal Technique? He's a good singer.
Who's that?
Actually, no, you wouldn't know him.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Phil Brady would.
He's Flipper?
He's very much into West Coast rap.
He was the OC rapper.
He was.
He's the cult of Q.
No, you're right. And he denies, and I've never bought it as legit, that he was the one who attempted to broker peace between the East and West Coast rap factions following the death of Biggie. That it was our very own Phil Brady who was in there and didn't want to draw any attention to it. But he said when Tupac went down, he knew he had to do something. He's an amazing man. All right. It is 23 minutes to 5. Mark is in store. Good morning, Mark.
Top of the morning. I've got two for you this morning.
What do you got?
Is Bill the Kiwi social worker talking to Alan Joystick about becoming the next GG?
Joystick is a great one. Why did that one not take hold until the end of his reign? That's a great question. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's just put it that way, Mark. It would not surprise me because I don't think there's anything in the Constitution where the Governor-General has to be born in Australia. So he would be lobbying behind the scenes for that, I reckon.
Well, you might have to talk to Bill the Kiwi social worker about it then. He'd know.
Yeah, well, yes, he would. I'm proud to be the Governor-General. And the first thing I'm going to do is sack a lot of you because you asked for too much money.
Then, I sent you some photos through a messenger of a Lancaster and a couple of Spitfires going around.
That's over the UK, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'd have to. I don't know where it was. It just popped up on Facebook.
Okay.
I thought, yeah, you'll like it.
Well, there's only one other country in the world where a Lancaster is flying, and that is Canada. We don't have one flying in Australia, which is a shame, if only we did. But we have preserved 2 of them in this country, which is a very good thing, because there's not that many left in the world. So thank you.
It out.
What's that, Mark?
They were towing it out of the hangar when I was watching it.
That would maybe be at a place called RAF Coningsby. There might be the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. They preserve one. Or it could be Just Jane in Yorkshire. Pretty sure that one's in Yorkshire. So they're just a great piece of engineering.
Yeah, you'll have to have a look at it, Tony. Like I said, I'm more mechanical than know everything.
Well, Mark, I appreciate it. And I will check that out. You're a good man.
Toodaloo.
All right. 133693. There we go. It really is like Philip Brady's house now. There's a thing in the paper about schools closing down and students having to go elsewhere. I want to know if your school has ceased to be. Did you go to a school that is no longer there? 133693. And which band wars have you been through? Reese He was a veteran of the Skyhooks versus Sherbet War. He chose the side of Skyhooks. Reece said, I'd rather the Smiths, Kurt Vile, Fleet Foxes, anything other than Matchbox. Okay. Matchbox 20, no, says Dean in East St Kilda. So
I'm backing Lucy over Dino. Dino's a ripper, but
Dino's a smart bloke as well.
He's a very intelligent man.
Yes, he is. So what? That cancels out Lucy.
No. Lucy's the voice of SA, so that's her slogan.
Voice of SA.
Yeah.
Right, you saying that's a bellwether seat, Lucy in South Australia.
My word.
So where goes Lucy, so goes the rest of Australia.
Correct.
Except for East St Kilda, which is a holdout.
That's
okay.
holdout.
I'm going to argue we're locked at one vote apiece here, pro, anti Matchbox 20. We need a casting vote, please. 133693. 133693. The casting vote for the Matchbox 20. Do they suck or not suck? 133693. We need to break this deadlock for the sake of democracy. Back in a moment. Oh, it's a bit of Matchbox.
You got to back announce it. Matchbox.
Is that push?
Yeah. Yes. Well done.
You just don't forget that stuff after you back announced it 9,000 times.
I just asked the newsroom, by the way.
Yeah.
David Armstrong, 3AW lead newsreader.
He would not be a Matchbox 20 fan.
No, he's not. No. Jordan Tunbridge.
Would be a yes.
Lead sports journo. He's a big yes.
Okay. So it's tied in the newsroom.
Yep.
Could be a bit frosty in there.
I reckon Neil's a Matchbox 20 man.
He would tend that way, yeah?
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
He's probably listening on the way in.
He might. Claire, good morning.
Hello. I've just been lying here in hysterics listening to you two, and I haven't a clue about any of those bands you've been talking
Well, you're
about.
no use to us.
Oh, I know, but it just blows my mind, the repartee between the two of you, and all I can think of is you sitting there in the nude.
Well, that's Woody's fault. I'm so sorry, Claire.
It doesn't help.
No, no woman deserves that.
Radio's about painting the picture.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But anyway, I just thought I have to ring and say my idol is Janis Joplin.
Pretty amazing woman.
And the best version of Me and My Bobby McGee.
Yeah.
And you just never hear it on the radio anymore. It's very sad.
That's true. Has Chris Christopherson ever gone on record saying that her version is better than his?
I don't know, but it is.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, she had a wonderful voice. What was drugs, or were drugs her undoing?
Yeah. Oh, yes. And alcohol.
And alcohol,
and
right.
And just low self-worth.
Yeah.
It's very sad. But anyway, it's just, I'm just listening to all those little clips and I'm liking a lot of them, but you just go through them so quickly, I can't even hear who is who.
Well, they've all been pretty much Matchbox 20, Claire. So
I have no idea what's Matchbox 20.
Well, they're a band that were very popular about 25 years ago. Very popular. They sold a lot of albums.
I must have missed them. I'm sorry. I don't even know. A lot of the ones you mentioned, but that one, I thought it was a chart of, best song, second best song, first.
Oh, it did sound a bit like that, didn't it? Like we were doing a top 4 at 4 or something. Jeez,
yeah.
We might have to start doing
anyway,
that. Yeah.
I've just thoroughly enjoyed it, even though I didn't understand a word.
Oh, Claire, you're a ripper. Thank you so much. And I don't know, you need some sort of mind bleach to get the image of me clothless out of your mind, and I wish you well.
Oh, mate.
I've got a little bit of a paunch at the moment. Nobody needs to think about that.
I did just get a text from Neil. He confirmed he does love Matchbox 20.
See, I reckon it's a personality test. I really do. Like, it's a signifier. If you were to give me 10 people in this building, I reckon I'd get it right within an 80%.
Tom Alley would be a big Matchbox 20 guy.
Not at all.
Heidi would.
Heidi would like Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Claire. Terry Galloway, no. Troy Zantuck, possible. Oh, no, he wouldn't.
John Anderson, he'd love him.
Yeah.
He would.
Yep.
Mark Allen, he'd be all over him.
No, I don't think Mark
You
Allen
reckon?
would. No, I don't.
Tony Jones, TJ would love him.
TJ would love them.
Shane McInnes, it's a Shane band.
Yes, he would like them.
Matty Granlund would love him.
Yeah. Do you know who wouldn't? Tony Leonard
No, he wouldn't.
would not like them at all.
Grubby?
No, because they're not 60s. He is a musical aesthete. He takes his music very seriously. So no, that's a no to Grubby. Hard no. Claire, thank you. 133693 if you want to help us break this deadlock. Claire, unfortunately, has not nudged us towards a conclusion, sad to say. Maybe you will. We're stuck in a bit of an impasse here between those who like Matchbox 20 and those who don't. It's a bit like a third world coup. Which pro or anti side will occupy the presidential palace? 133. Pasco Vale, good morning.
Good morning, boys. How are we going?
Not bad, Damien.
I'm not full bottle on the Matchbox 20. I'm a bit like Grubby. I'd be the Captain Matchbox and his whoopee band.
Ah, okay. So you're a 60s fan as well.
They'd be my vintage.
All right.
My Wahini and Wangarata. Now, listen, what did you think of Tom Cruise's Hellcat when he was it a Hellcat or
No, it was a Mustang at the end of Maverick, a P51 that he owns, I believe.
Oh yeah. I did read read an article in one of the mags there how he got it and restored it and loves it. He flies it every so often.
Yeah,
looked good, didn't it?
Oh, it was high definition, and you can see him clear as day in the cockpit, just fanging it around over exactly the same territory that the mission he flew earlier in the film was filmed over. Strange that. But anyway.
I was just reading a thing. I've got one of the Anzac medals, a $30 medal I brought. It marks, there was 2023 marks the 70th anniversary of the Korean Armistice Agreement.
1953.
Making it the end of the hostilities of the Korean War, 50 to 53.
It was well worth commemorating. It really is. Strictly speaking, that war's still going, in that neither side has called it off or surrendered, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Damien. Got to keep moving here. Anastasia in East Burwood, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. How are you?
I'm not bad, Anastasia.
That's good to hear. Always good to hear. And how's Woody?
Well, he's all right too, I think.
That's great. Really great. Matchbox 20.
That's a no.
I know.
Okay.
I'm glad you know.
Well, I think that settles it then.
I'm more of a Foo Fighters kind of girl.
Oh, okay. But they're kind of broadly speaking in the same tent.
Not really.
I would have thought there'd be a pretty large crossover of the two Venn diagrams there.
Yeah, I made up a joke in honour of Terry's honour.
Terry
Would you
Newport.
like to hear it?
Terry and Newport, yeah.
Yeah. What chocolates did the ancient Egyptians like eating?
What chocolates did the ancient Egyptians like eating? Please tell us.
Ferrero Rochers.
Well done, Anastasia. Back in a moment.
ANZ presents Birds of the World. Today we're with an intelligent avian, ANZ Falcon technology. The Falcon watches over its ANZ customer and learns from every transaction. Every flat white.
Coffee for Kate.
Every online shop.
Delivery for Kate.
Every holiday.
Mojito for Kate.
And should it detect fraud, its protective instincts kick in. ANZ Fraud Protection. Now it's personal. Falcon is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation.
It's It's JB Hi-Fi's New Year's sellout with crazy deals. Like a Falcon 65-inch smart TV tossed out for $599. Madness. And a Dyson V7 Advanced Origin crunched to $329. That's nuts. JB, you've done it again.
At Specsavers, get another look with your New Year benefits. Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds. That's Carlos and Patty and Mimco, no gap. Should have gone to Specsavers. Choose from the $199 single vision range. Conditions apply.